Hey guys, Dennard Mitchell here, helping you reach your next level. Question: have you ever had a day in which you just felt unmotivated? Or how about a day you just felt like you were in a rut? A day you felt like you were stuck and you just could not get out? Well, if that sounds familiar, hopefully this video can help. Now, here's my disclaimer before we get started. If you're someone that's suffering from depression, this video is not intended, and I'm not saying it's going to help you with that. You can still watch it, but below in the comments, I will have some resources that you can click, some links, and that you can get some further help. But if you're that individual that's just saying, you know what, I'm stuck, I need a push, things were going along, and then all of a sudden it felt like I hit a wall and it stopped, well, I want to help you with that. Here are 3 things that I've been doing for years now. And here's the beautiful thing. Once I started researching them and going a little bit deeper, I realized they've all been scientifically proven to really help to shift the way you think and to shift and improve your motivation. So, number 1, if you find yourself in a rut, if you find yourself stuck, one of the best things I would suggest you do is get a win. What do I mean by get a win? All right, here's the beautiful thing. Shift the energy. Shift from you thinking about you and your circumstances and situation and put that attention, time, and energy towards someone else. One of the best ways you can do it is through random acts of kindness. This is going to help you get an immediately win under your belt. When I say win, a feel-good experience, something that's going to deposit into your emotional bank that's going to make you feel better and start to improve your motivation. Studies prove that individuals who participate in random acts of kindness, not only does it increases their happiness, their well-being, how pleasant they are, but it also helps the recipient, and then it's contagious and they want to continue that. I'll never forget years ago when we used to have toll plazas. I know some of you guys can remember that, so I'm dating myself just a little. When we used to have the toll plazas and toll booths before you can just drive through, I remember I used to not only pay for my car, but I would also give some extra money so I could pay for the person behind me. And I remember something so simple as that used to make me feel amazing. I remember my dad sharing with me something he was interested in doing was not only paying for his grocery, but the person grocery behind him. So these are simple things that you can do, guys, that can shift your foundation, give you a paradigm shift, make you start looking at things totally different, and then you can start to improve and increase your motivation. Because see, what's happening at that exact moment where you're participating in random acts of kindness, dopamines and endorphins and as well as other neurotransmitters, they're being fired off in your brain. And these are the chemicals that are responsible for you feeling good, happy, pleasant, responsible for your well-being. So that's why this is so important and something you can continue, and it's contagious. And guys, I don't know about you, but if something is good for me and it's working well, I want to continue it. In fact, there was a story that you can look up that took place in St. Petersburg, Florida. It was a young lady. She arrived at a Starbucks about 7 o'clock in the morning. She ordered her traditional coffee. But this day, she decided she wanted to pay for the person's order behind her. So sure enough, she left some money with the barista. The second person came up. They wanted to pay for their order. The barista explained to them that the young lady in front of you, she paid for your order. Well, what do you think that person decided to do? You've guessed right. Paid for the person behind them. Guys, this was a chain reaction that went on 378 times in a row. By 6 p.m., they started taking, the baristas were taking tallies all day. And by 6 p.m., 378 people has paid for someone's coffee in a row. The next day, that record was broken, and it was 400 and something people. Guys, you can do this. So one of the first things I want you to do is immediately get a win under your belt. I want you to experience what that feeling feels like again. And because of that, you're going to want to do it more and more. And that's going to start helping you to turn your motivation around, to start to improve your motivation and make you feel good about yourself, your circumstance, and your situation. Number 2. Now, this is a difficult one. That's why I put it number 2. I wanted to sandwich it in between. All right, number 2 is action. We gotta take action. Now, you're probably saying, okay, Dennard, I'm not taking action because I don't feel motivated. I get it. Now, let's go a little deeper, all right, because this is next level motivation. Motivation and action is all about the ability and not your feelings. I'll say it again. It's about the ability and not your feelings. Here's the thing, and this is a tough reality, a tough pill I had to swallow. Our feelings, they will lie to us sometimes. And if we keep listening to our feelings, saying that we're not worthy, if we keep listening to our feelings and our feelings are telling us that we don't deserve that opportunity and you should be feeling this way because of who you are, your past and all of that stuff, no. Do not listen to that. Your feelings will lie to you. Now, when I say it's about the ability, if you have the ability to change your environment, meaning something so simple, I'm not saying get on a plane and fly somewhere. If you're stuck in the house, muster up enough energy, get out of that house. Walk around the block. Go to a local coffee shop. Treat yourself to a coffee. By the way, if anybody want to treat me, if you see me out in public, a double chocolate chip frappuccino with whipped cream and the mocha icing or swirls on the top. Just throwing it out. And I'll take a tall, no big deal. All right. So just wanted to put that out there. But treat yourself, guys. Change your environment. Get out of the house. Start attending conferences if you have to, just to get around new people who think like you, who are on your wavelength. Reach out to a support group. If you have a support group of individuals, call them, let them know what's going on. If you don't have a support group, that's why going to places like to the local park or something with your kids or your dog, or to conferences, start meeting people so that you are not by yourself. No man wants to be alone, but here's the beautiful thing. No man is an island. Once you start talking to other people, once you start getting involved in these associations, these conferences, going and changing your environment, you'll realize everybody is just like you. And then you can get some support and some help. So step number 2, take action. Remember, it's about ability, not feelings. Change your environment. If you're somebody that's listening to me right now, and you're saying, you know what, I don't have the ability to lead because of an injury, because of an ailment. This is going to be a little bit more difficult. I realize that. So I would say, try to focus on what you can control. So now, if you realize that you're stuck, you're not mobile, try to change what you're listening to. Try to change what you're watching. Try to change what you're hearing. Try to manipulate and change the things you have control over. So if you can't go to a conference, go on YouTube, watch a conference. Go on YouTube, watch videos like this. Listen to videos like this. Listen to podcasts, read books. Control the controllable, what you can control. But do not allow your feelings to take over, because your feelings will lie to you. Step number 3. Something that's going to help you guys to increase your motivation, to make you feel better, to get you unstuck. Here we go. Gratitude. Yep, I said it. I know you didn't want to hear that. Gratitude. Because at the end of the day, let's just be honest. At the end of the day, we have something. Here's the challenge I have for you, because this is something I have to do for myself. Instead of going through your day focusing on what's not working right for you, what's not going well for you, what you don't have, I want you to try to focus. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Remember, work. The only time you find success before work is in the dictionary. So it's going to involve some work if we want to be successful at this. But I challenge you, because I know you got it in you. I know you can do it. Go through your day, and I want you to start looking for things that are going right as opposed to things that are going wrong. So at the end of the day, if you really want to go there, if you want to take it to the next level, see, this is next level stuff now. At the end of the day, I want you to get a sheet of paper. At the end of the day, I want you to write down all of the things that went well for you, all of the things that if you participate in random acts and kindness, write that down. Write how it made you feel. Because what that's going to do is now you're going to go through your day and you're going to start scanning your day for all of the things that's going right as opposed to all of the things that's going wrong. And when you focus on things that are going right and things that make you feel good, internally, not eternally, that's some deep stuff, but internally, it's going to make you feel amazing. It's going to start to boost your motivation. So I challenge you to do that. So remember, number 1, recap. Number 1, one of the best things you can do, get a win. One of the best ways you can get a win, random acts of kindness, call somebody, say, hey, is there something I can do for you? Number 2, remember, this is a little bit more difficult, but we got to take action. We got to change our environment. We got to read things different. We got to listen to things different. We may have to change our association. All right. We may have to change some of the people we're hanging out with. I'm just being honest with you, because you want people in your life that's going to add to you, not subtract from you. I heard it a long time ago. I wish I remember who it was because I want to give them credit. But as it relates to people, it's like a math equation. It's like a math problem. When people come into your life, I mean, you want the people in your life who are going to add to you, not subtract from you. You want the people into your life who are going to multiply your gifts, talents, and abilities, not divide you. So I want you to just think about that as it relates to the individuals that are in your life. And if that's something that's draining your motivation, all right, you didn't hear from me, but you have some choices and decisions to make, all right? You might want to limit those phone calls with those individuals, all right? Now, I know I told you three, and I'm done. But as the late Jim Rohn once said, and I got to give him props, he said, just like our intellect needs to be educated, so does our emotions. So guys, when we're going through something, and we feel like we're lacking motivation, first and foremost, don't beat yourself up. It's normal. And like I said, if you feel like it's going beyond just a lack of motivation and you feel depressed, reach out to individuals. Look at the resources I left here. But if you just need that push, guys, it's okay. We go through things sometimes. And our emotions need to be educated. And sometimes we need to go through it. And when I mean go through it, see, we have all of these things for a reason. I want you to experience what it feels like when you're going through it. Remember it, document it, so that when it's time for you to help someone else, you understand exactly where they're coming from, or you can relate to them. So that's a beautiful thing. So remember, our emotions need to be educated just as well. So when we're going through something, go through it. When we're feeling lack of motivation, feel it. Understand what it feels like. Because if we understand what that feels like, then we really understand what it feels like to be motivated. See, the way our brain works, is on contrast. We can't experience or enjoy light if we never experience dark. We don't know what up is without knowing what down is. We don't know if we're really motivated or if we're in the flow or in that zone unless we've been there. We haven't been motivated before. So understand, guys, that it's normal. There's nothing wrong with you. Get help. Follow these 3 tips. Reach out to other people. Learn more tips. And I promise you, guys, it will help. And then lastly, before I leave, sometimes we need to slow down in order to speed up. It's okay to take a break. If you need a break, take a break, but don't stay there too long because greatness is in you and we need you. And I want you to understand something, why this is so important, because history depends on your gift, talent, and ability. So hopefully this was able to help. Remember, Dennard Mitchell, Mr. Next Level, helping you reach your next level. Guys, if this video was helpful, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to hear more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like. Go ahead and subscribe. Click the bell so you'll know when a new video is coming out. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, at Dennard Mitchell. It's there. Resources below. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you soon.